I'm so invigorated, you're so intimidated. Why so much aggression? Y'all need to stop stressing. Listen to me and learn your lesson. Now I know what you all must be wondering. What in the world was that? One word. Anger. And before I continue, I'd like to ask you all a question. Have you ever raged before? No. Beep, beep, beep. That was a lie detector, and it's going crazy. Anger is a part of life, and it is a daily emotion that everyone feels. The lethal issue with our world today is how we express our vexation. And that's what I've come here to talk about today. I'd like to introduce the topic with a small story about Johnny, a 9-year-old boy. Now, Johnny was a kid that used to get angry a lot. When he would get mad, he would throw tantrums and act stupidly. One day, his dad came up to him and said, "I'm giving you a hammer and a bag of nails. Every time you get angry, hammer a nail into the backyard fence." The first time Johnny got angry, he hammered 37 nails into the fence. But over time, he learned to control his anger, and one day, he was able to overcome it and did not need to pound a single nail into the fence. Proud of his achievement, he went to tell his dad. His dad said, "Congratulations, son. Now come with me. I want to show you something." They went back to the backyard. Johnny's dad said, "Look at the fence. It's torn and tattered. It's beyond repair." Similarly, the same thing happens when you burst out at your friends, family members, relatives, and even complete strangers. Even if you regret it, the damage is done. Now, all of us sitting here in this room today are guilty of venting our anger at someone, one time or the other in our lives. But hey, don't feel bad. In this year's Super Bowl, the Seahawks decided to throw the ball instead of running it at the 1-yard line. Everyone makes mistakes. But coming back to the topic at hand, excessive anger can not only be harmful, but also dangerous. According to SafeYouth.com, 1 in 3 angry high school students have been hurt in a physical fight. 1 in 9 of these angry high school students have been hurt badly enough to require medical treatment. As you can see, pure statistics prove the consequences of raging. But we don't need mere numbers to perceive how colossal of a problem this is to the very real people of our societies. Our modern world has dealt with so many incidents of frustration and anger in the past decade. In 2007, an armed gunman shot 27 people going to Virginia Tech. Another gruesome event that I can't forget about is the Newtown Elementary shooting, which led to the death of innocent children and educators. And how can you forget about the man that flew a plane to the IRS building out of rage? We have enough proof to comprehend the problem with aggressive anger. Now, people are bound to get mad, but not everyone can control their anger. You can ask Kanye West about that, aka number 1 on top 10 angry celebrities. A survey conducted by the Sunday Times magazine found that 33% of people know or are a family member that can't control their rage. Now, there are different forms to expressing this rage. Bullying is one of them. Bullying numbers are on the rise. What a surprise. Who would have thought that the most gargantuan problem in schools today would get worse, right? Now, bullies are just boys and girls that are so angry and frustrated with their lives that they choose to vex on others so that everyone is as miserable as them. Is this really the right way for us to convey our bubbling fury? I think not. The longer we allow this plague to infect our society, the less time we have till it becomes unstoppable. Similar to Kim Kardashian on Instagram. Once she starts posting, she won't stop. Now, let's move on to the solutions. As you must all be aware, there are hundreds of solutions to anger management on the internet. But I want to propose a completely new method that I call the CALM method. Now, what does CALM stand for? CALM. C-A-L-M. Can't anger leave me? Allow me to further explain. The C stands for chill. As my dad says, everyone in this next gen or Instagram generation wants to be cool. We encounter so many situations in our everyday life where we tend to disagree with our friends, parents, and teachers. We get mad at them for numerous reasons. Maybe your brother or sister is doing your homework, or your teacher gave you a detention for the most ridiculous reason. Even though we get aggravated by such trivial matters, we need to learn to calm down and not go berserk about everything, you know. And after all, it is cool to agree to disagree. It makes you chill. Moving on, the A stands for alleviate. Engage yourself in activities so that you can alleviate your sense of pain and rage. Channelize your thought process and energy into constructive, positive hobbies so that you can calm down. If you like sports, go to the court and shoot some hoops. If you like clothes, go to the mall and shop with your friends. Just do soothing activities that you can use to chill out. And now the L. What does the L stand for, you ask? I know it's kind of old, but let it go. Please, no Frozen references. I'm sick and tired of that song. Now, let's face it. There are some people in our lives that we just absolutely hate. We act stupidly and thoughtlessly around these people. We may be angry at them for something they did in the past. Just let it go. And if you don't want to take my word for it, take Mahatma Gandhi's. He once said, "Forgiveness, the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong." Finally, the M stands for mind your language. There's an Arabian proverb which states, "The sped arrow from a bow and the harsh words that come out of a man's mouth will never disappear." But honestly, words are stronger than an arrow. A physical injury can be cured, but pain caused by words will never disappear. A friend you may be talking to at one moment might turn into a lifelong foe the next moment if you say something wrong. So remember, watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Watch your words, for they become your actions. And finally, I'd like to conclude with a quote of a man who chose to avoid the aggressive world of anger. And no, I'm not talking about Chris Brown. I mean, seriously, he beat up 3 people, cursed out a lady in a car accident, and then chucked a rock through his mom's car. I mean, like, for real, bro, chill. But, with all seriousness, the great Buddha once said, holding on to anger is like holding on to a hot piece of coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You're the one who gets burned. And as simple as this may sound, it's as true as it gets. Always remember that anger is 1 letter away from danger. And never forget that people are still going to get mad. Because if I had $1 for every time my mom got angry at me, I'd be a billionaire. Thank you.